Alright, so day two of this bullshit vid that I'm trying to make, though, because the problem is there's too much distractions in life and whatnot, and just other video games you just want to play. Hey, but if you have a topic in mind, please, for the love of God, focus on it, because what happens is it's just that it's just getting like recognition and whatnot, and just too much bullshit getting out of your way, and I'm just trying to say is just I'm sitting here, what if I was famous? I mean, I wish I was famous. And that is just trying to get just simply YouTube fame or be a celebrity known for doing this and then try to maintain it so that I don't cause bullshit in life that I get canceled and old because I'm sitting here for I wish that I had a giant subscriber fan base because obviously anyone who's been in my friends list since ever knows that none of my shit even gets viewed at all, so I'm serious. I'm just getting views is just a fucking meme these days because I don't get it. Because because the only vid that on this channel that I have is on Need for Speed Pro Street on the PS2, and that's it. That's my highest viewed vid on it. So when I'm sitting here, I just want to get famous through like every single one of my vids I post, but long and behold, I lost count on how much shit I posted throughout all these years and whatnot, and look what happens. Nothing. So, yeah. I mean, I tried doing everything like bolstering it from social media to disc like showing it off to my Discord friends, and yeah, even that's not even helping. So I don't get it. Like, I mean, a lot of people say you should have done it as soon as the day of the heyday, even if the game pisses you off. But long and behold, it's like, if only I had my recording shit from the 2000s, then yeah, by all means, I'll, I would have gotten everything done. And also, back when Modern Warfare 2 was the thing, that would have been a huge booster because nothing as hype about that and also that also helped bolster everyone and everything and bullshit. And look at how much fame that people gotten now from it, and to the point where yeah. But at the same time, if you saw the little picture that I saw from the that I inserted from the beginning, it's just that noticing that all my feedback that I've been doing and a vid on anything has been negative. So and I'm sitting here. I wish I had constantly had mail from that, because of post 2013 gaming just not making me happy anymore. So whatever. And then hold on, here's some bullshit going on. Oh yeah, so and then I had to like reevaluate and on wondering why that even fucking happened, only to find out that the match was that either A, I was killjoying, or and the team does not want to take the loss though, but things turned around fast, so that scratched my head to the point. But anyway, what was I gonna say? It's just I want to. I follow this one guy, and every single one of his negative feedback on whenever he says anything is that it's so bad that he's labeled a known nuisance on Reddit. So I wish I was labeled a known nuisance because one, it'll help get me some recognition on the internet, and two, it's just that they just hate my voice of opinion because in this today's society, as soon as you start complaining, people are all, you have no opinion. I'm sitting here, dude, video game devs, fucking stop it with your bullshit exploit on this game, on on these games, and learn to fucking fix the problems. But yeah, I'm sitting here looking back to the time period where I was happy, and which was the last time it was 2017. And long and behold, it's just a huge actually no, maybe dot dot dot. But as soon as I move on to the PS4, that generation was just moving on was a huge mistake because I'm sitting here, looking back when I quote unquote missed the fun. Yeah, it may be, but at the same time, I'm glad that I didn't waste my brain cells playing anything during their heydays because knowing that all those games were bad and whatnot, and it wasn't until where I got the games for free or wait until they were $5 to be glad that I only just did the single player and just learned to just be happy. Well, yeah, it makes me feel more alive if I just touch the single player and whatnot. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. And then the only other calm game that I have calm game is on racing games, but even then those have some issues too because of simple licensing issues and not on what cars I can't even have and what my friends do. Ooh, so yeah, that's a bit of a annoyance and whatnot. So because I'm sitting here actually I'm not labeled as a known nuisance though on a racing game social media, but I've annoyed them to the point where what was it? To the point where they just don't want to insert picture comments on their thread. So yeah, I'm saying here, reason we have to complain is because so that these devs can get their fucking heads out of their asses, because people are all like, why is the feedback negative? Oh, I know. Oh, because you got in your fandom angry on this one exploit, and then you don't even bother to fix it, and then when you do update, you just getting even madder. So yeah, it's just people are wondering like who I'm trying to appeal to because whenever I ramble at all or I post vids, it's because I'm just trying to appeal to a mature set of people, but because where they don't even say anything cringy at all, they just say informative info and it helps people. I mean, people might say it's boring. Well, then go watch someone else then for that bullshit because I don't do that. Every time I try to be what people on YouTube are these days and whatnot, I'm seeing it's just cringy because I remember when people were saying for shizzle back in the 2000s, I try to say it myself and everyone's all, no. Well, I'm saying here, you know what, society, fuck you. I should just be Thanos and whatnot and just get rid of all these stupid rappers that come up with all these new words and whatnot and make everyone act like every ghetto person that was former and just act like Matt Bomer or something that looks presentable in society. Hey, but then again, why even bother? So I mean, with that being said, if I am trying to be Thanos, then I can at least I look at ages ago in one of my previous commentaries is that I can at least make the game exactly the exploit that I want. It's just that the only difference is it's just the game engine. And for example, wishing that Battlefield 4 plays exactly like 3 but running on faster frames because it's on a newer system. Or what was it? Or make COD Modern Warfare not have skill-based matchmaking nor Cold War, but I digress on those two games. And thus, it's like it's so annoying that to the point where, you know what, fuck it, and just go play Tarkov if I have the money for a PC. So, yeah. Yeah, so that's all I gotta say. And let's see here, trying to other shit they're trying to get famous for. Okay, cars. It's just that I like cars and whatnot though, but I really hate how like society is these days on what people are all, your car sucks because of this and whatnot. Well, I'm saying here, fuck you, because I'm not building my car to appeal to you. I'm building it to appeal myself, and then going to the gameplay and whatnot, I'm trying to appeal myself on on whenever I post any of my content, but then again, it's like, why even bother? Why even bother at all? So yeah, on anything and whatnot, if no one's gonna even look at your shit, but I digress. And then sitting here wondering, people will be all, you're just an angry version of this one guy. I'm thinking here, I might as well be because even though this one guy, quote unquote, some people hate him so badly that he's labeled weirdly or labeled to a shill and whatnot. I'm thinking here, at least I know that the game quote unquote suck and you should not even bother to continue in life playing it, but here we go on being stupid on how that game is the fuel of your money and you're stuck with it until you get sponsored by a different company to promote a different game. So yeah, I'm sitting here I'm trying to just do walkthroughs and whatnot because to point out that I play any video game, but then again, I'm sitting here, man, it's like if only my fandom would actually not really fandom, but attention. Yeah, that's the problem with these days. Is society is just it's just that I don't get why everyone's so savvy on wanting attention on anyone's content. I'm sitting here, stop it, stop fucking doing this for Instagram, stop doing it for TikTok, stop doing it for YouTube, just only post your gameplay on one particular video game because it's a fucking hobby. That's what it is. Because the thing about it is, on why I even post gameplay at all is a fucking hobby, but no, people try to treat it as a job, and I remember on one of my previous commentaries on how on both incentive, on incentive, where people are just treating YouTube as a second job, as if they work two jobs, but then their incentive is so low, people are all, I don't want to do it. Then by all means, just quit posting if you're gonna treat it that way. But people are just only gonna use like bad exploit games to quote unquote use that as their fandom fuel. But yeah, why? And sitting here. And also, thank God that I'm not a Battlefield channel, even though I do have Battlefield 3 gameplay, because obviously I cannot fucking play 4 through now for the life of me because of how the multiplayer exploits are and how annoyed everything is. Because I try to play Battlefield 4 a few times, and in this fucking day and age, and it's just not helping at all. So, yeah. I'm seeing here, just more reasons to wish I had a time machine, so, because back before all the shills started exploiting the thermals, it's just, things was a hell of a lot more peaceful back then until 2015, so, I digress. I digress and whatnot, and sitting here wishing that, people didn't abuse that exploit. But then again, like I'm saying here, why bother? It's just that if a game makes you mad, just retire, and that's what I did. I mean, during the Battlefield 4's heyday, it's just that back when I was using Tone of Darkness, it's like I was doing perfectly fucking fine, but then the thermals started to be a no nuisance and whatnot, and thanks to the shills on YouTube, but it's just, also, I need to keep constantly saying null and void, because that's my big problem these days. It's just, anything I want to do is just null and void, and just annoying the hell out of me on anything, so I'm thinking, why bother? And I mean, I could go back to playing Black Ops 1 and then go back to playing COD 4, but the incentive on it is so low, and things just mess up on Tone of Darkness so bad that so bad that I'm sitting here, I mean, I could start all over, but one account needs to have a whole new email, and then trying to play the original COD 4 is all taking forever to even find a lobby. So yeah, and then Battlefield 3. Okay, Battlefield 3 is gonna take forever because to this day, I still I've yet to even get a mastery on anything because despite that I played the game during its heyday, it's just my incentive was a hell of a lot lower than you think. And thus I'm only down to like just the highest I'm at is just 2 stars, so because thus I have to bust my balls to get three more stars, which is gonna take a hell of a lot forever, and then there's also this bullshit DLC content on getting the stars on those, and like, oh god. Yeah, I stand on principle on anything that costs money because like I should have waited and got the premium edition, but here I am just complaining about how why I said that I had to give EA the finger on anything, but yeah. Hmm, yeah, that's all I gotta say. And then what else is there on this bullshit in life? Oh, even if my channel did revolve around Battlefield at all and thus getting hyped for 2042. I said this in the last commentary. It's just that, okay, you're already ruining your marketing once again, EA, on how. Well, actually, it's not EA's fault. I think it's once again a combination of where it's just DICE being stupid again. So we can't really blame them for it. It's just why can't you just make a futuristic story? You know, I mean, yeah, nobody plays it, but you guys are pulling off Titanfall, like Titanfall 1 again, where it's just multiplayer only, and that's just gonna hurt your sales. So, why? I'm thinking here, why should I even pay six? I heard like the generation now is $70 a game, and I'm sitting here, why waste $70 if it's just gonna be multiplayer and it's just gonna make you mad? So, oh man, yeah, it's just. I mean, yeah, well, it's cool that you can do this and this and that, but it'd be nice if there's a story where you're scripted to do that and whatnot, and because it'd be cool to see myself trying to drive a tuk-tuk in the story, only to get sucked in the tornado. Yes. But yeah, I'm just gonna say, just fuck everything and just stick to normal video games. But then again, it's just why even bother anything? The thing. The only views I'm gonna get is my friends, so it's just full of fail right from the get-go, and then after that, seeing all and people are all like, you missed the fun. I'm seeing I've had this weird habit of quote unquote missing fun since ever. I mean, looking back to the days of the original Xbox, because people are all, you missed the fun on original Xbox Live for Halo 2 and whatnot. I'm sitting here, Halo wasn't even my cup of tea, and then once, even though Halo, was it the latest one that's going to be for the Xbox X / PC, where people are all like, despite that they announced that it's going to be free, but it's going to have, once again, a bajillion dollars worth of microtransactions. It's like, stop doing it with that bullshit, because as I said plenty of times to this day, I will never buy shit. I will only deal with shit on the disc, and it's just going to lead to bullshit and I'm seeing here, and also on the whole issue of not playing Halo, is just FPS games, to be honest, were just not my forte, yet even though FPS multiplayer before 2013, I can just do everything with ease just fine. I mean, but I have like almost no incentive to like try and play it now because of how, I don't know, how slow the lobbies are. Like, not really slow, but how dead the game quote unquote is. I mean, seeing here, I don't get it, because I like Battlefield 4 and I mean, not 4, 3. 3 on what it provided, but every time I try to like argue on what is the best Battlefield, and people are all, 4 is the best. I'm sitting here, like, do people not remember the launch bugs back in 2013? And people are all like, but that came out back in 2013. Those issues were back in 2013. So, and I'm saying here, I grew up on the ideology of Nintendo saying that a rush game is forever bad. Look what happened. The game was fucking rushed, even though it had 2 years to make it. Well, yeah, they only had 2 years to make the game, so, and then nearly like, I don't know, like 3 years worth of patches and one. Yeah, 3 years worth of patches to like try and make it even remotely good, which I said plenty of times that during 2014 that was the only playable time period, and then I just retire. So please, for the love of God, don't make it, and don't make Battlefield 4, I mean 2042 annoying, because that's my downfall of why I don't even want to get into Battlefield anymore, because looking back to BF1, it's just because I knew that it was going to be bad because of how limited that was around World War One, and then Battlefield 5, that was just the devs being stupid on their behalf of why it's a dumpster fire. So, and people are all, are you gonna like reinstall, well, rebuy Battlefield 5 for so that you can do a walkthrough with having the little trophy symbols pop up? I'm thinking here, maybe, but if it gets to $5 on any platform, but then again, it's just, I don't even want to do it, because some, like, one tidbit of the, actually no, almost the tidbits of all the stories, except for one, was annoying, because for some odd reason I have a habit of trying to film in one take, which only one character's story was successful on doing that. And I'm thinking, you know what, fuck that game, and yeah, so there goes the match on it, and who knows what I'll do in the future of Battlefield 3. And miraculously, despite me having to switch teams, I managed to give the losing team a comeback. So yeah, that's probably the reason why the admin got me killed, is so that he's good. So let's make the Killjoy join this team.